Hello, Good Shepherd, Saints Francis and John. I am Father John Lajana, pastor of the Good Shepherd Church. This week we prepare with the gospel message for the first Sunday of Advent. A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. In those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day that Noah entered the ark. They did not know until the flood came and carried them all away. So will it be also at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be out in the field. One will be taken, and one will be left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken, and one will be left. Therefore stay awake, for you do not know on which day your Lord will come. Be sure of this. If the master of the house had known the hour of night when the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and not let his house be broken into. So too you also must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come." The Gospel of the Lord. Notice in this Gospel Jesus is talking about from the days of Noah up until the coming of the Son of Man. So this is something that's going to always be the case here in our lives. This pertains to everyone who reads it, whenever they read it, wherever they are. And so we will never know the promises Jesus has given us towards salvation. And nor can we tell what others, the state they are in. So it does not matter what occupation you have. You work in a field, you grind mill, you're a janitor, you're a CEO, you're a doctor, you're a teacher. It does not matter. The way God chooses is not through your occupation. This is, in one sense, a good thing, because we can never be certain that we are not going to be accepted or chosen by God. But we always have this hope, no matter what we do with our lives and where we are at, that God loves us, He's chosen us, and what we need to do is keep Him in our lives. The people that are taken up are the ones that God knows. Make sure you know God. Come to Mass, follow the teachings of the Church, and develop your relationship with Him. You could still, in whatever occupation you have, or what vocation you have, whether it be a priest, a lay person, or religious, know that it is not, you have not arrived at the point where you do not need to think of God anymore. You must always be prepared. Even a priest or the Pope every day must look to God and strive to do more for Him. In a sense, this fills our hope. This why we have this hope. So we continue. And by continuing to strive, then you start to think of what are we striving for. We are striving for eternity with God, eternal rest. Our eternal rest is not here during this time, but with Him. Another reason why your occupation in this life is not important to your life with God. Advent is a time when the entire community prepares for the arrival of Jesus in a special way. We believe that our church sanctuaries are very sacred places. In older churches, it is obvious where the sanctuary is. In more modern churches today, it is more difficult to see, but you still may see a hint of a rail around the altar, an elevation between the pews and where the priest sits and stands. The area immediately around the altar with the presider chairs, the candle stands, the room for flowers and decorations. This is the sanctuary. We believe that these are very sacred places because of what happens there. As a family, go to Mass together and through Advent, look at the way in which your sanctuary is decorated for this time of peace and this peaceful and holy season. What color is being used? What type of decorations other than colors are evident in the sanctuary? Is there an Advent wreath in the space? Decide together how your home could reflect the season of Advent, can reflect the sanctuary in your church. You can start the tradition of an Advent wreath in your own home. Your home, after all, is the domestic church. Put together a family Advent wreath to light at dinner each night, and allow the peace and anticipation of the season transform your devotion and your dedication, and instill that hope that we all have. God bless, and see you at Mass.